Welcome back, Armchair Generals. Tom here with another Japanese episode of Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification 10.43. Went ahead and started the game up fresh and saved it as usual after a couple hours. No crashes, so I know we got a good game ahead of us. And speaking of good games, I know for several episodes here, I've been feeling that perhaps the tide hasn't turned just yet for the Japanese all until our actions around Midway happened. And there, we definitely had saw a lot of the American fleet sunk in battles, several carriers, but I wasn't sure exactly how many exactly. So I had to go in using the stats here. I could actually go in and let's see where I have to find it. There's a location. Maybe it's under overview. Not quite that. Not quite that. There we go. We'll show you the ships sunk menu here, and basically I just went through and just kind of noted all the ships that my allies and myself had lost, and also included the United States in with that as well. You can see Germany, Italy have lost quite a bit of their fleet, Japan as well. However, the United States has lost quite a bit of its fleet too. UK, I didn't count any of the UK losses because I feel that a good number of them. There's a few you can see like there's a destroyer I sunk. There's another a light cruiser, but a good number of the ships sunk have actually been from Germany and mostly Italy. So collating all that, figuring out like where we had stand in our losses up to this point here. I discovered that I've lost more destroyers than the U.S. has. I've lost over 125. The U.S. has lost just over 100. We're about or the U.S. I should say has the largest loss in light cruisers. I have 15 to their 41. Dead even in heavy cruisers, 10 and 11 for Japan and the United States. Battleships, same way, 4 and 4. The couple of battleships that I lost were actually battle cruisers. So yeah, your mileage may kind of vary in that regards there, but nonetheless, big heavy ships were even there. Regular carriers, though, that's where the losses definitely swing my favor. I've lost two carriers, the Akagi and the Soryu, while the U.S. have lost seven carriers total. Light carriers, I've lost four to their six. So they 2 to 1 in losses in carriers. So while that's all well and good, a bit of doom and gloom here, and that's that um, the U.S. could, I was about to say player, but the U.S. AI can actually rebuild its losses far quicker than I can. They'll be getting carriers out here in those numbers and more in the coming years. But doom and gloom aside, that does mean for the most part, I feel that the U.S. fleet and kind of doing a bird's eye view, we're not really, our intelligence isn't really picking up any U.S. fleets for the most part. There's, well, that's a raider. That's German raider out there. Okay, wow, intriguing. But yeah, I'm not really seeing much in the way of U.S. fleets. That was a British or Australian. It's hard to tell from this viewpoint. That too, and there as well. We'll be taking care of that pretty soon. I've got some fleets heading down that way. There's also a fleet here. Interesting. But for the most part, I feel that the U.S. fleets. There's something there. The U.S. fleets have got to be stationed in Hawaii, and that's any fleets there have got to be the ones that were involved in the Midway battle and lost. They probably retreated there to lick their wounds, or the West Coast. And I'm not so sure on that for the West Coast because my Raiders have pretty much had carte blanche running around all over here. I've only seen one battle with my Raiders here on off the West Coast. I recall there may have been more. Um, and it ended with our Raiders kind of getting out of there. There's something going on there, and I think I lost a Raider over here. Perhaps I thought he had two Raiders. Maybe we've got a second Raider coming over pretty soon. That might be what's the deal. Anyway, so the upshot is, I feel that the naval battles around Midway have pretty much wrapped up. We've got that under control. The next problem, though, is the actual landings. They've been bringing in the U.S. is bringing in some reinforcements to Midway Island. We should have already had this island by now. But they had a couple of Marine units land here. I do have more coming on the way. There's another Marine coming that way. I think that's it. Yeah, that's Johnston. I thought I had another. Hmm, that might be it, or maybe these are it. I'm not sure. I thought I had. Yeah, I did. I had escorted. I think this guy had escorted my Marines up, and that's them right now. These are some reinforcements coming in, and these guys they're heading back to rest and recuperate, and then they're going to pick up these two Marines and bring them over to Midway to engage in the landings there. I'm hoping that what I'm bringing over should be sufficient. It may not, but we do have, yeah, we've got the Yamato Musashi providing some offshore bombardment there. Overall, overall is very, very deadly for me, but also too for the Americans. Which, hey, we'll take it where we can get it, right? Alrighty, let's take a quick look here. We're going to take a quick look around the world and kind of see how things are going. Abyssinia, yeah, I mean, the Italians are still holding it, but that's not long. Tunisia, British are rolling them up pretty good here. That's going to be a fold pretty soon, and we haven't even seen the torch landings yet. Normally, the torch landings like around here near Casablanca, Morocco, and haven't even seen them happen yet. I think it's not for another year still, but there won't be any reason for a torch landing per se because Italy's going to be knocked out of North Africa. Everything else going pretty well. Still haven't taken care of these partisans. I see there's like some battle going on, but you know, I don't know what the effect of that is. Up north, Finland kind of doing okay with what they're doing around here. They're with a port there, they really can't cut off supply per se, but I would keep pushing on to here just to definitely try that at the very least. I think there's a couple of zones around here that you can't move through. Leningrad's still surrounded, but the Russians are, you can say, they're pushing all over the place. They're almost pushing over the Volga here. And during a bird's eye view, yeah, at this point, if I were Germany, I would hold this river line best I could up to here, just to try to just get ready for the coming, hopefully coming offensive. And that's the thing too. I mean, playing this game through the summer, and honestly, if the Germans, if this is not going very well, if Russia's pushing into Poland even more, I'm just gonna have to call the game, unfortunately, because at that point, I really cannot sustain a multi-front battle. I already have the um, the Americans pretty much well in hand. Excuse me, and that's going to be strictly a naval type of conflict here, Midway, and then eventually Hawaii. But a lot of my naval land forces rather are tied up in Burma, and I've got about four divisions, or no, more than that, half a dozen divisions attacking Singapore, or will be attacking Singapore soon. I'm waiting for my railway artillery unit to come on down and assist with that. Actually, I probably also need to engage in a naval invasion as well. Uh, and for that matter, um, have I already? Yeah, it looks like I already took them out. Paratroop drop, which there we are. I see those guys ready. Where did we set up? Maybe the plane still is flying on its way. What do we have? I think we had 5 transports. Maybe it was just 4. There we are. So I kind of have to, wait for them to get set up there. I don't need necessarily transport out the paratroops, but I might as well. Let's go ahead and. Oh, they are already set up there, and they are on their way. Oh, excellent. And I got a couple of garrisons that I can throw on the islands around here. Probably throw one here on Wake Island, so I can pull those Marines off, and then the other on Johnston, so I can pull that Marine off. Yeah, that's future. But yeah, what I was saying is I can't really assess too much in the battle against Russia. While I do have, well, sheer numbers will say 80, but realistically speaking, there's probably about 2 dozen core headquarter units on up involved here. Um, so yeah, there's probably about 50 divisions here that I could utilize theoretically in a war against Russia, which I mean that'd be fine. I could certainly get that done. I feel we could definitely make some strides, inroad strides. The problem is though, once we get to a certain point, um, well, once we attack, the Russians will start re addressing that by pulling some armor units or sending new armor units over this way. None of my units really can sustain that. I don't have the tech research to handle it, and for the most part, I don't have any anti-tank uh, regiments, battalions, mainly because that was my call in regards to who my opponents were going to be. China, first start, were really just a couple of German-trained light armor units, and that's really about it. And any armor that I'm facing will probably be British in nature, and those arguably are not all that great compared to Russian armor. So, yeah, I don't think I would stand a too good chance. So we're going to see what's happening, and in fact, we're going to start the game off here and let it roll for a little bit. We're going to see what's going to happen here. May, June is when Germany should be beginning its attacks into Russia, and if those don't go off well, I don't think I'll be able to sustain a good campaign as Japan. There just isn't any way that I can hold off everybody alone, or for that matter, do I have much of a hope of making much of a dent in the Soviet Union? So we saw that research going on. We've got, you know what? I have some Burmese. Okay, so we killed the one unit here. That's good. Um, how are we doing here? Okay, we're pulling out there. So we can't go into any of those provinces. We'll drop him off and send him up northward. So I think that's for the most part what we're doing here. Yeah. Just keep pushing my units here further and further. Yeah, they're good where they're at. Same with him, and honestly, same with him. And looking at my builds here, I don't even have my Mountaineers completed yet. The first round's gonna be done by fall, which means probably about winter time. I'll have a corps worth of Mountaineers here in this area, probably just in time because I think it's going to take several months before I get up to the capital here. Oh, by the way, Sertress, thank you very much for this pointer. I think it was Sertress, who indicated that it should be to my behoovement to flag the incoming battles, naval fleet battles. So I don't have to keep looking up here to see what's going on. This will warn me in regards to that here. So having enabled that in another Japanese campaign that I'm starting on the side. I'm not leaving this one necessarily, but I'm just kind of starting with making some of the changes that I've mentioned in this campaign that I should make for future campaigns. This is one of them here where I went ahead and enabled that messaging. I do see we got the light carrier, a heavy cruiser, and battleship against a whole bunch of my fleets. The Yamato and Musashi. Let's see how well they do against New Mexico. Also got Zukaku and Shikaku there, so I think this will be an easy win for Japan here. I'm not sure why it said we have lost the Battle of Northern. Oh, this is for the air. That's right. I also enabled air battles too, just so I kind of have an idea of because I wasn't seeing any air battle results really. I mean, I was just able to watch it here, and that was it. This tells me more or less kind of what's happening here. Not sure why we would have lost though, because my CAG is honestly doing pretty well. Maybe not though. Amphibious invasion tactics. That's 44 tech. We'll kill that. So they lost their light carrier and heavy cruiser to the cost of destroyer and 2 landing craft, which probably means my Marines die. Let's actually see on that here. Yeah, well, no, okay. So my one Marine is still engaged in the battle. The other one that was like half dead is truly dead now at this point. Oh yeah, we're taking that. That's right. So what happens? You don't play the game for about a week. You kind of just forget the specifics that have transpired. Um, Same place. This is New Mexico again, and they're dead. I saw they were like just about dead, but yeah, they probably retreated back in the cove here. So there's still some ships there. Not enough to make a difference, I don't feel. Carrier group, I want to take a look at. Oh, we don't have any CAG there. Okay, so we need to address that. Question is, do I have any CAG that's ready? Well, looks like I do actually. We'll combine those two together and these two together. Actually, yeah, you know what? This one is ready. So let's go ahead and send them on out. Rebase to carrier. There we go. Let's group all these guys together. So that way I can have a better look of what's kind of going on here. There we go. Need some 99 percenters. And rebase to carrier. And do I have anybody else that's close to? Yeah, I do. This guy. I just want to grab one. I don't think the Shikaku. Oh, actually, yes. So we'll do that again. So my carriers over there are able to carry 3 CAG, so we shall go ahead and do that. There we go. So they're attacking me. It's a they got 4 heavy cruisers and 2 destroyers against what I have left at this point. Should be about 19, 15 ships. That's right. We lost 2 of my landing craft, and I think we lost probably the 2 destroyers. No, we got 2 destroyers there. Probably some light cruisers, maybe. Not sure on that. Amphibious ship defense. That's 44, 43. Oh, let's watch that battle in action there. So we lost a destroyer. Well, they kind of retreated. Are they going to just simply retreat back? Probably. And here come my CAGs. So that should not be an issue any longer. We're going to look at this here. Just combine these together just because, just to make things a little bit easier. Sad, yeah. Zuho. What do I have left here? So we got the Hiryu. We're waiting for that to get refurbished. We got the Junyo. Do I have another? So no, we can't rebase there. Here, we really don't have much, though we could send them on out. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I was thinking I had these guys already going down there, but we aren't doing that just yet. We need to bring these guys back. And do I have anybody else? We have a 93, 97%. Okay. Rebase to carrier. And you know what? We're going to have to send them on down. I know the Hiryu is badly damaged still, but I see the British running rampant down there in the straits, and I don't like that. I don't want that. Yeah, these guys are all pretty much waiting for destroyers. I mean, I could send them on down. Uh, I would really like to have another destroyer in that group there. All right. So, yeah, that's just not going well at all. So there's their cruisers back again for some more, and a couple of destroyers. And again, these are just the fleets that are trying to escape out of Midway, I feel. Money for fuel. We lost 2 destroyers. Well, they lost their fleet entirely there. Um, yeah, this is not looking too good here in regards to my fleet that's remaining. I mean, obviously we're doing okay at this point, but yeah. And that was these were the reinforcements, I feel. Those are coming back with brand new Marines, but I don't know if I can sustain this. I don't know if I can take Midway at this point here. Hmm. Well, I mean that's good that I'm getting a another carrier here, but overall that's not going to be helping me out too much. Yeah, our carriers aren't coming till spring and fall here. But we are pushing deep into our future builds, so that's good. Okay. Our supplies, I feel, are back on par to where they need to be. So let's take care of this like so, and let's knock this down to about, say, 70. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll see where we are from here. So yeah, I knew we weren't going to be able to take Midway there. Um, so there was a battle, but we won it. But I think it was just mainly just some bouncing going on there, and that's it. Um, oh, maybe I need to let that go for another hour. There we go. Rebase. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. I may have overstretched. I only have 1 good Marine there remaining. That's my guy. No, we do have 2 Marines there. But I really don't have the landing craft. And unfortunately, the distance from Midway Island to any of my islands exceeds auxiliary ship distance. 829 is the closest. I think these are only 600. I don't have the long range. Can't do an invasion. Yeah, can't do an invasion without being in range. Hmm. So at this point, then, we got to pull all those guys back. At this point, yeah, Midway is the off the list right now. And we'll go ahead and kill that. Okay. Let's Supplies of fuel. That's because we're just moving all over the place right now. But yeah, that's not going to be an issue too much longer. I mean, we're doing well in Burma at this point here. Like I said, we're still waiting for this guy to come on down. And we've got our transport moving in our paratroopers to help take Singapore. I am highly disappointed in how Midway turned out. I'm kind of wondering what would have happened in the initial, if it had happened the way I initially wanted to, wherein I had Marines tasked to go to Wake, Guam, and the Philippines all at the same time. I just didn't have enough landing craft to sustain 5 different landing points. That was the issue. Is I had 5 different landing points. And I don't think I had the landing craft to sustain that or something like that. So Wake had to wait a little bit, and because Wake waited, then thus Midway had to wait a bit longer, and then that gave the ally or the U.S. plenty of time to recuperate. So we got some of our first tropical island garrisons, and that's right. I pushed them to the top because I needed them right away. At this stage of the game, though, we really don't need them all just yet. So we're going to be dropping those down. And the 3 that I have, yeah, we don't need all of you guys either. Yeah, we need convoy ships, and we got to boost that and that. See how deep into our subs, our builds go now that we're only building what we're building there. And as it is now, I mean, these guys I could use for sure, but they need they need to recuperate a bit there. And I'll send them out to Wake, Midway, and Johnson Island and then pull in the units I have there. Sad, and that's really sad because I had some really good naval battles there where I was causing a lot of damage to America. But the fact that my transports got wrecked trying to invade Midway definitely caused a huge issue there. Huge issue. Uh, Not much I could do in that regards, unfortunately. Um, Here we go. We're going to be sinking some subs. That's one reason. That's one reason to be bringing my fleet down here is to like take care of things this kind of nature here. Oh, they lost a sub. That's good. All right, we're doing all right down there. Here, we're just pressing forward. Saudi Arabia is in the axis. That doesn't really help us terribly much. Well, I mean, Iraq is about to get crushed. They're between Iraq and a hard place. Ha 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 ha! I made a dad joke. Nonetheless, um, Iraq's about to get crushed there. Yeah, I know that joke doesn't make any sense at all because it's actually Iran. But anyway, Saudi Arabia being here though, I don't know. Maybe that might help Iraq some. I just feel Saudi Arabia is going to be getting crushed here soon. Oh, that's not looking very good at all. Everything there is probably as it should be, I suppose. So we're pushing, pushing, pushing. That's all I want to see and hear at this point. So we need to move in and up. Do the same. Push straight up. You guys can move up because we're going to get into plains territories here, so we can do that successfully. We got to wait till we're fresh. Yeah, I've got a bunch of units that are coming up. Alrighty. So let's see here. Let's get some air cover going. Just do this for the next month for them. Um, Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, I definitely need those air units. Okay, I did not realize that I had all this stuff over here. Hmm. A straight out fresh interceptor. That is interesting. Um, yeah. Okay. So we've got. I got to make some moves here with my air support. Close air support. You need to come on down because I need you in engaging in Singapore there. I need you. So I already have something there. Let's fly out to rebase to Johnson Island with my new naval bomber unit and light bombers. I don't know why I had left them up there because honestly, I need them. I need them throughout here. Thought I have a unit going there. Could I use the light bombers here better, or could they be better used? I think they could be better used down south, in all honesty. And I've got some medium bombers here, which I'd love to start hammering on Singapore, but I have a feeling there's some interceptors in here or fighter bombers, and they're just going to wreck my medium bombers. All right, so our main focus at this point now is Burma. I do apologize for how boring that will be at this point, but nonetheless, we will persevere and press forward. What we got here? The Minotaur looks like I got sunk, perhaps. Yep, that's an Australian light cruiser destroyed. Or yeah, light cruiser destroyed. I don't need fuel. We are kind of dipping into our reserves though for all of our resources, but that's okay. Small warship. Yep. And light cruiser advance. So our light cruisers could all get upgraded at this point, which is good to hear. So these are leaders. Tetsuo Iwanato, sorry, he is a leader. Rank 1, pretty good range though, 468, 413 for this guy. But this is a straight out interceptor, however, and this is also a leader. Um, so let me combine these two guys together. This will be the beginnings of, oh wow, we're going into the Amagi and Katsuragi now. That is very good news to see. This, once I drop this even more, that's about 23, so that'll get us up to 375 almost. Yeah, that'll get us down another 25, will get us deep into our light carriers, which that is good. We need those. So I've got two fighters being built right now. Are those my only two fighters? I mean, that'll get me one unit built up there, but I need three more fighters. Yeah, interceptors, I should say at this point. So this is the KI-43. Ooh, nice one. I like the way it looks. I have to admit, I kind of like the German airplanes a little bit better overall. I kind of just like the way that they look compared to the Japanese. But um, oh hey, oh yeah, six. We're up to CAG 6. But the Japanese got some pretty nice looking planes as well. Really wish my light bombers would get upgraded here soon, but learn strike commandos, and I don't think I will use them in all honesty, because it just isn't something that I really do or go for. Okay. So yeah, we're going. I like to see that we're going deep there. How are we doing with our builds? What do we got? Anything coming out in April? I mean, I see escorts and convoys coming out in May, um, which I need because good grief. Yeah. We got some battleships coming out over the next few months, each month, April, May, June, July, and August. Yay. Naval bombers coming out in April. Well, naval bomber and flying boat. I should have another naval bomber. Huh. Oh, there we go. I got some more naval bombers there. Um, Nothing else realistically coming out over the next couple months. Okay. Don't know if they got wiped out or they got pushed back. Well, they might have gotten wiped out actually because they can't retreat anywhere. So yeah, that was 8,500 troops gone. We have one Kala, or that was the attack that was going on here from here. Hydrophone, we can kill that as well. What is Soviet Union want to give us for metal? $5 for metal. Sure, we will do that for right now. And nothing that I could use otherwise. We're going to have them support the attack, and they're going up anyway, so that's good. These guys can all go up here. When's my guy coming down? June 28. Oh, my goodness. Well, tis what it is. Let's see if we can't go over there at Georgetown this time. I'm gonna watch this guy, just make sure he's able to get over there. Nope. There's like a ship or something that just keeps coming by, or whatever's happening is just preventing me from running over there. Rare materials refining, warhead and fusing. Okay, so I forgot where we left off, but let's start with our important stuff. First of all, we need to make sure that our leadership in IC is going smoothly. It will be once we get basic education improved. Monumental and giant infrastructures, that gets IC going, and we need all these as well. Manpower, leadership, yeah, need all those. Supplies, we need definite supply throughput. Anything that's going to positively affect supplies, we need to take care of. And sure, that's going to help for our combat. We need to take care of those as well. We need more supplies being built. High octane conservation. Fuel consumption goes down, or also so does their soft, hard attack, sea attack, everything goes down. Fuel usage, fuel consumption. I think I'm going to hold off on that for right now. I don't consider that an important need. So I think we've gotten, oh, here we go, more IC, and manpower, and we also need all these as well because they will all provide benefits that we could use. Installation security as well. Basing, that improvement to naval base efficiency will help. All right, plus 23. So in the Battle of Minbu, there's 9,000 troops escaping in here, but we won there. So that'll be interesting to see where they escape to after that. So I have a battleship built. Okay. Really need destroyers at this point. One could say that I need tons of destroyers. Which, speaking of, yeah, I got a bunch coming this fall. But really, I need even more coming out. Hindsight, should have been cranking out the my subs and carriers, pretty much all my fleets, but concentrating more on like destroyers and light cruisers, just getting a lot of those, having those come out, just because, yeah, with all the losses I've sustained at this point here, we definitely could use, or hurting for the replacements right now. Yeah, we'll combine those two together. Um, oops. So these guys, we all need to rest. They don't even have any, and they're fine. Okay. All right. So what do we got going on here now? Let's go and group all these together. We'll do that. Rebase to carrier. Okay. So let's split those up. And now we go rebase to carrier. And is there any others here that are kind of finished, close to 97? That's doable. I saw, yeah, there's a 94 here. We can take that guy. So you're up to rank 6 CAGs right now, and all my CAGs are at 5. I don't know how much of a lull we're going to have at this point here. Oh, wait, where are you going there for? You need to go there. I don't know how much of a lull we're going to be having. Yeah, they need to rebase there. But I don't think it'd be long enough for me to consider throwing my my fleets, ships and whatnot into up into getting them fixed up. So we got 4 Marines there. Yeah, these guys will push forward. That's actually where I should have just left them, is right there. But I need to get their organization up before I send them out to their islands. Once I do, going to Wake Guam, or no, I guess Wake and Johnston to pull those reinforcements off. And then the last one, not sure where he is going to go. I guess that would have been Midway, but I don't have anywhere else there to put them. Transport planes are about ready. So we can carry this guy here. So let's load on the transport planes. Nope, let's not. That's right, June 17th. Let's disembark. We need to wait till that guy comes down so we can begin our proper attacks. Cool. We gained a medium there. Fleet Care Class Advance. This is good because it gives us some improvements to our carriers and command carriers. That just simply dropped off. That's fine. Seeing all these battleships pop in now, I mean, that makes me feel good because I know with all that IC that I was spending towards them, that's all going to filter on down now. Nope, cancel that. How far it's going to filter on down? Yeah, we're at the Unyo. We'll go all the way down further. We'll find out. Bunch of subs. Cool. They should get sunk here pretty soon, I imagine. All right, we got another. Yeah, I think the Hiryu and Junyu being there now, we're going to be seeing quite a few naval engagements in this area. Even better, we're going to be seeing several ships getting sunk too. Mountain unit training, that's good. We'll keep on with that. There we go. Lost a couple subs and a frigate. The Courageous. Um, okay, yeah, they're about ready to get involved in that battle because I don't think we'll do well. Now they fled before I could get there. That's a shame. They probably saw my carrier group coming in. Or like, nope, we want nothing to do with that. So it's going to take them the 22nd to get there, and probably the end of the month to get there. And they still got a ways to go to get their organization built up. However, I had mentioned I'm going to just go ahead and use these garrisons for right now, and just let us rebase here to Wake Island. There we go. Thought I sent another guy. He's from down there. Oof. Well, they can sit there. Once they get some reorganization, they'll be fine. Sadly, all my other torpedo boats look like they've kind of bit the dust. Oh no, there we are. Torpedo boat, torpedo boat. I say that, and they're staring me right in the face. Johnston Island's where I sent the other guy. He's ready. Yeah, these naval bombers need to get upgraded, but in all honesty, this range is fine. Just we want to make sure that we're seeing and taking care of any threats coming through the Johnston Island area. There's the Courageous again. Um, oh, my God, we're trying to hunt down the Courageous. The Courageous is like engaging my battleships because it knows that's the best target for them. Oh, they lost a light cruiser. That's good. Heavy cruiser advance. That's excellent. But they somehow keep escaping just as the Soryu and or not Soryu, but the Hiryu and Junyu arrive. They just know. Start escort. That's good. We're getting some tech that we need. So how are we doing here now? They can come all the way up to there. Is that a? Oh, that is a victory point location. Okay, I was thinking that was I had neglected to see that was a one. So let's put Slovakia down there. There we go. India, we need to kind of do the same as well, just to get ready for the next stage. I'm actually kind of surprised at how well I'm doing, knock on wood, in Burma. Past campaigns, it's just taken me a lot longer. Of course, past campaigns have always had mountaineers with me too. Maybe that's the issue. mountaineers are slowing me up. I'm relying too heavily on them. Yeah, we got a bunch of targets coming up here against India. And if my hadn't lost as many Marines as I've lost up to this point here, I would be looking at detailing some for India, detailing, say, about 4 to assist with just some naval invasions along the coast here. Because you can see, perfect, you can get a whole bunch of victory point locations if you just go after the coast. But, excuse me. Kind of not to be, I don't think. All right, I think we can, there's a few more units we need to start moving around here. They're all going north, which is good. They can't get north, so we're going to go this way with them. We're going to do that. All right. We can remove that. There we go. It's still June 9th now, not the 18th, so a little bit quicker. That's good. So I should have the best torpedoes at this point now. Should be no question on that. Sadly, I'm giving the Americans a bit too much of a breather, I feel. Because, I need a breather myself. But yeah, that's so much damage. So much damage all over the place there. I just need to get even this, which I would say if I had to, I could send them on out, but I really don't want to. I need those light cruisers strengths up there. They're just a little over halfway. And of course here, this is even more frustrating because I need more destroyers. I can't send these ships out as they are. This is the only one that I would even consider sending out because at least, it's a 50-50 kind of type deal. We got 3 capital, 3 screens. But all the rest don't even have any screens. That would just be bad news all around. This one needs to be called the Yamato. The Yamato Musashi. Yep. Frustrating, but it is what it is, and we need to try to recuperate from what has happened here. Military engineer, horse transport. So yeah, they're just kind of regaining. So this unit, in all honesty, I hate to. It's a Marine. I don't need that unit there. Well, with that said, actually, we're still marching our way there. Did we get to? No, we haven't gotten here yet. Getting there. Once I can drop off this garrison, I'm going to pick up who I can. Oh, this looks good. The Hermes, the Royal Oak, the Barham. The Hermes is damaged. Oh, badly damaged now at this point. Possibly sunk. Yep, they lost the Hermes. In all honesty, I should be thrashing the British and the Australians when I meet them, just because they don't have the quality that I do. Not boasting, but a fact's a fact. be getting there. So let's go ahead and just start running them that way. Or actually, now going north. Yeah, we've got guys doing just that here. Okay. Basic anti-tank ammunition. Well, I mean, that's nice. Destroyer and a frigate, which they lost. All right. So reinforcements looking good. Supplies, we're okay with where we're at right now. I'm okay with that. So actually, let's bump this up to 75. There we go. We can afford that. Yeah, they're there. They're ready. These guys, June 19th now. So there must be like some weather coming through that's really slowing them down. And again, while I would love to start bombing away, I know there's going to be something there. Let's do a ground attack, kind of see. Let's do runway cratering with them. It's not going to be terribly effective, but I want to see what they have here. So one interceptor. That's all they have. Okay. Oh, they lost the courageous. Yes, finally. So we're going to pull them off of that mission there. Now we're going to start ground attack for the next month. Actually, we're going to keep doing the runway cratering. Air conditioning makes subs more livable. And with the medium bombers, we're also going to do runway cratering. Okay. The idea being trying to, and I can see it already happening, just do some, oh, that might be my guys I'm actually looking at. But try to do as much damage as I possibly can to the British there before I arrive. So a sub, a couple subs, which they lost. Good. Not sure why that's 4, because that guy's going to be breaking here in the next day. And my interceptor's taking out theirs. That's good. And ditto there. I don't know why it said a loss. We actually were doing much better than they were, but tis what it is, I guess. This is just not looking good at all. I mean, the Russians haven't pushed too much, realistically, since we last viewed, so yeah, that's okay. This, though, yeah, that's not going well at all. Okay, fighter bomber conversion. Should be landing or having landed already. Yes, I have. Good. So we can just throw anybody on him, realistically. Do the same for him. Should have done this already before, but that's okay. We can pull him off, grab them. Well, actually, let's leave both of the garrison detachment there and pull these guys back now. Yeah, I just realized I'm basically at the mercy of any U.S. forces that are out here. I don't want to be sailing to Johnson Island with absolutely no support whatsoever. The only support I've got are land-based air, which I mean that's nothing to sneeze against, but nonetheless that's not ideal. All right, it's been a while since we saved. As you can see already. And two, I think we're at the hour point here for this video, so I'm going to go ahead and call it at this junction here. Again, going to wait and see what happens in the summertime with the Eastern Front, see what Germany's able to do. With this happening the way it is, it's disheartening, but nonetheless, it's just Africa's just a bit of a sideshow for the Axis and allies. Here's where everything happens. The only problem though is once with Tunisia gone, then it's a hop, skip, and a jump for the UK and America to look at invading Italy. So we have to keep an eye on this, and I feel that if the Eastern Front starts going poorly for Germany in the summertime and Italy starts getting invaded, I'm just gonna have to call the campaign because I would not be able to see the Japanese being able to pull the German and Italians out of this. But I appreciate everybody watching. Hope everybody has a good day. Take care.